Hello and welcome back to the Bob Cave. I'm back at it, continuing my WWE 2K24 Monday Night Wars Universe mode. We are playing this one live here in the Bob Cave, baby. Getting ready to start WWE WWF Monday Night Raw from August 25th, 1997. Let's start it off. Our first match on this show is Big Van Vader, the Mastodon, taking on Bret the Hitman Hart. Vader is going to win this one by disqualification. The next match we have is Goldust taking on Salvatore Sincere. We got him taking on Julius Creed instead. We are going to go down to ringside and we are going to play this one here. Goldust, Julius Creed. Let's do it. And Goldust off to a fast start here. Working over Creed. Wishing he was Pillman right now. And Goldust going right to work. Next snap by the Bizarre One. Kick to the gut. And a Cobra. He dropped nobody home. Creed rolling out of the way. Irish Whip throwing him to the apron. And the Bizarre One shoving him back. Big rights. Double adds to the back. Creed from the middle rope. Flying. Diving elbow drop there. And a massive right hand. Nobody home on that elbow drop there. Goldust setting him up. Gourd Buster. And a kip up. And a forearm there by Creed. And Creed hammering away on Goldust. Big shoulder thrust taking him to the floor. Creed headed up top. Goldust in trouble now. Goldust moving out of the way of that missile drop kick. And Goldust hammering away clothesline. Counter. Single leg takedown. A pin on the Bizarre One. Goldust kicking out. German release by Creed. And yes, multiple knees. To the neck, face, and shoulder area there by Creed. And Goldust set them up. Cobra. The code red, yes. And Goldust now stretching the arm. We're here for Monday Night Raw from August 25th, 1997. Goldust having his way now at Creed. Big throat thrust. And driving him down into the mat. Here we go. Goldust says that's it. Sets him up. Suplex and no cord screw. 1, 2. Goldust. Nearly had him there. Creed kicked out. And Goldust taunting in the ring as Creed staggers on the outside. The Bizarre One has been having his way with Creed thus far in this matchup. Creed, of course, in place of Salvatore Sincere. Shit. Neck lock. Driving him over into a bridge and suplex. What the hell's going on? Why can't I hit X? God damn. So what the hell's going on? Stomp to the head. And a monkey flip there by Creed. As Goldust rolls to the floor. Running Bulldog. Come on, ref. 1, 2, 3, and Goldust wins it. Beat him with the old finisher. The old finisher for Dustin Rhodes, baby. Let's look at some highlights right there. The Code Red. The suplex, the corkscrew. Suplex there, and then that running Bulldog finally finishing off Creed. He was trying to get up, but he fell out. And Goldust capitalized. And the bizarre one. Goldust getting the win. Alright, moving right along. We're going to play the next match on this show. We got Dude Love taking on Rockabilly. Let's do that one. His name is Dude Love, baby. Alright. And of course, Billy Gunn, we got him in a Mr. Ass attire. Come on, we weren't finding no Rockabilly online. Didn't no one want to do that to that man. Hell, I don't even want to do it to that man. That's why, hey, Mr. Ass works for me. I'm an ass man. Alright, Dude Love. Countering, big right hand by Dude. Dude Love, former tag team champion. Of course, with Stone Cold, had to vacate that title due to Austin's neck injury. Suplex into a neckbreaker there by Billy Gunn, and a mat slam following up. Went for a kick. Dude Love counters. Dragon screw leg whip by Love. Gunn back on his feet. Gunn looking neckbreaker. Delivers neckbreaker. And Gunn is all over him. Big right hand by Rockabilly, should I say. And Billy going to town on Dude Love, having his way with the Dudester. And Dude is stunned. Dude kicking out. Dude countering and not that body drop by Love. Running shoulder block by Gunn. Leg drop. And a counter. Love taking control. Elbows to the gut. Dude setting him up. Snap suplex. Jumping knee drop. Nobody home. Irish whip pulling him back into a short arm. Needed a face. Gunn just split. Love wide open. Leg drop. And Love slapped him. Backslide by Love. Referee. Not even a 1. Dude aiming him down. Shoulder. Elbow. Irish whip now. Countered by Love. Missed. Gunn with the kick to the head. The Gunn. The one and only. And Dude Love kicking out. Dude must have got split open on that exchange. Irish whip into the corner. And Gunn just having his way right now with Dude scooping a slam. Billy headed up top. Super famous, sir. Oh, Dude Love. Whew. Leg drop by Gunn. Dude rolling to the floor. Billy having his way now. Still with Dude Love. Throwing him into the steel steps. Love being thrown all around. And thrown back into the ring. Gun up top. Nobody home on that elbow. Love with the mandible claw. Small package by Gunn. And Rockabilly trying to get the win. Fist drop. Going right back to that cut on the forehead. Dude caught him. Dude nailed him with the Polish hammer. Dude, double arm DDT, got it. Dude, Love nailed it. Would that be enough? 1, 2, not enough. Billy Gunn kicking out. Jumping knee drop. Drop kick there by Dude. And Dude with a stomp to the head of Billy Gunn. Knee drop again. And Dude just staying on him. Relentless in his attack as Gunn was earlier. Rockabilly paying the price. Knee drop again, Dude. Dude just all over him. Double axe. Dude getting back in the ring. Counter by Gunn. Irish whipping out, power slam off the ropes. Ah, come on, ref. I had my hand on the rope. God damn it. Alright. It's all good. We'll just sim it and have Love win it. Son of a bitch. I knew I should have just kept hitting that because I'd have kicked out too. Rockabilly. Rockabilly getting the win. Not today, son. And that was what, a 3.5 star? Would have probably been 4 by the time I finished. All gravy, baby. That's what happens when you play on Legend. You win some, you lose some. Hey, and I'm fine with taking an L every now and then. Dude Love gonna get the win. I don't play with Dude that often. I'm more of a Cactus Jack guy. Alright, match number 4. We got Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, the current European champion, taking on Road Warrior Hawk. This one is going to end in DQ, and Hawk is going to get the win by DQ. Match number 5. We got the Nation of Domination, Rocky Maivia, along with Farouk, taking on the DOA Chains and Chains and Crush. And this one's a no contest. We're just going to sim it and see who wins it. Let's do a random. The suspense kill me and the Nation win. Alright. NOD get the W. Match number 6. We got Taka Michinoku taking on Jerry Lynn. We don't have Jerry Lynn, but we got Taka Michinoku. And Taka is going to get the win here over Cameron Grimes. Match number 7. We got the current WWF Tag Team Champions taking on the new team here, the Truth Commission, Recon and Sniper. And the Truth Commission are going to get the win. Alright, so now we're going to head over to WCW. We're going to set that show up. We're going to play 2. Yes, we're going to play 2, and then we're going to go on to ECW. Let's go ahead on into it. Hey, Dusty, what's up, bud? Let's set this bad boy up. WCW Monday Nitro coming up next. 2 matches on here we'll be playing, and then just 1 for ECW. As we're rolling right along here in 1997. In disregard, that's in October. We are definitely in August still. Alright, match number 1. We got Psychosis and La Parka in tag team action. Alright, shit. Wrong team. Got Psychosis and La Parka right, but not who I want them facing. They'll be facing Glacier and Ernest the Cat Miller. Ernest the Cat Miller. Glacier. Alright, next up we got Silver King versus Ultimo Dragon. Works for me. We'll have him take on Nathan Frazier. Match number 3. We got the former United States champion taking on a member of the Four Horsemen here. Got Jeff Jarrett. Taking on Chris Benoit. Alright, Jarrett and Benoit. Then we got the Faces of Fear in action. The Faces of Fear are going to be taking on Mortis and Wrath. Alright, Ming and Barbarian. Mortis, come on, Mortis. Yes, I'm right. Okay, after that we got Eddie Guerrero taking on Steve Mongo McMichael. Alright, McMichael, of course, the current United States Heavyweight Champion, defeating Jeff Jarrett for that title. After that, we got Chris Jericho taking on Yuji Nagata. We do not have Yuji, but we do have Jericho, baby. Works for me, okay. Ridge Holland it is. Alright, next up we got Alex Wright defending the television title against the Iceman, Dean Malenko. Alright, Alex Wright. And then the main event, the Macho Man, taking on Lex Luger. Hmm. There we go. Got the midness, yeah. Oh, meant to put Liz. It's all good. Let me, guess I gotta add it real quick. It ain't too late. Alright. Macho and Liz. Alright, so we're gonna play the first match here. Not the first. We're gonna play Jeff Jarrett's match. So let's get it started. This is WCW Monday Nitro episode number 103 of Nitro, August the 25th, 1997, from Columbus, South Carolina. Mean Gene interviews Eric Bischoff. J.J. Dillon interrupts and says Sting will face the WCW champion Hollywood Hulk Hogan by the end of the year. Sting comes out and embarrasses Eric Bischoff. Match number 1, we got Psychosis and La Parka taking on, along with Sonny Ono in their corner, taking on Glacier and Ernest Cat Miller. And La Parka and Psychosis are going to get the win. After the match, Ultimate Dragon comes out, and La Parka, Psychosis, and Silver King attack Ultimate Dragon. Match number 2, we got Silver King with Sonny Ono taking on Ultimate Dragon. Ultimate Dragon's going to get the win over Nathan Frazier here. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, one half of the WCW Tag Team Champions, Scott Hall and the Macho Man with Liz welcome DDP to the NWO. And Macho Man calls out the NWO. Mean Gene interviews DDP. And then we get match number 3 with Jeff Jarrett taking on Chris Benoit. Alright, here we go. Benoit and Jarrett. After this one, we're going to take a brief intermission. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Benoit and Jarrett. Kitchen sink there by Jarrett. Taking down Benoit. Benoit coming right out of gates. As you can see, Jarrett still hurting from his last encounter with Steve Mongo McMichael. Float over. DDT attempt there by Benoit. Counter by Jarrett. Jarrett, Manhattan drop, got him. Drop kick by Double J. And Jarrett going to work on that lower back of Benoit. Elbow drop. And Jarrett hammering away. A double axe counter there by Benoit. Missed the clothesline. Jarrett put up. Snake eyes in the corner. A kick out by Double J. Back elbow. Scoop. Slam. Drop kick again by Jarrett. Back club. Clothesline Benoit. Clothesline by Benoit as Jarrett was setting up a discus clothesline and a knee drop to the back of the head. Another one there by Benoit. Third one, Benoit taking control. Drawing him to the apron. Benoit countered Jarrett, big right. Jarrett now from the top. Flying clothesline. Stomps to the head, just split him open. Irish whip by Benoit. A duck. A leapfrog. And Benoit caught him with the German. Nailed him with that German suplex. Irish whip into the corner. Benoit running clothesline, following right through. And Benoit has been the aggressor after being busted open. Benoit headed up top. What's he looking to do here? Flying clothesline, shot to the gut there by Jarrett. Big right hand. Big right counter there by Benoit. Jarrett counters. Jarrett with the sleeper. Benoit counters. Jawbreaker by Benoit. Irish whip into the corner. Benoit to running back elbow. And gonna pull him up and out of the corner. Benoit, here we go. The German. A second one. And a third, Benoit. Thinking crossface, Jarrett countered. Jarrett set him up. Jarrett with a TKO. Got it. Jarrett nailed him with that TKO. 1, 2, not enough. Jarrett inside cradle, small package now, ref. 1, 2, not enough. Clothesline by Benoit. Jarrett rolling to the floor. Benoit the flying headbutt on the floor. Jarrett with the counter. And back in goes Jarrett. Jarrett now from behind. Gonna drive that shin right down on the knee. A shin breaker. And Jarrett doing whatever he can to try to get back in this thing. And finish Benoit once and for good. Once and for all. Here we go. TKO again. Got it. Benoit back on his feet and rolled right up into a small package. 1, 2, 3. Jarrett got it. Alright, let's look at some highlights here. Benoit with the Germans. Got him with the trifecta. Right there, a TKO from Jarrett. A second one. And it wasn't enough to finish him, but he got him with that small package. So, basically, Benoit nailed a superplex, but Jarrett rolled him up with a cradle kind of after it, similar to a small package, and beat him with it. So Jarrett got the win. 1, 2, 3. After that match, Mean Gene, he promotes the Nitro Party. And match number 4 up next. That was a 3.5-star matchup. We're gonna get ready to start match 4. We're gonna take a brief intermission before I do that, though. Alright, yes, we're gonna play that one. Faces of Fear, Wrath, and Ming. And we're gonna play it as the Faces of Fear. Let's get into it. But we're definitely going to take a brief intermission before we do. So let's start it. And like I said, brief intermission here. Guys, go ahead, get up, stretch, do whatever you gotta do. But be right back here. I'll be right back. A couple minutes flat. let's do it. Face the Fear. Face the Fear taking on Wrath and Mortis. Alright, here we go. Went for that Mafia kick early. And that choke toss there by Wrath. Taking down Ming. Irish whip now into the corner. Running clothesline, ate that back elbow. Bulldog. Face buster, if you will. Dragon screw leg whip. Mortis helping his partner get a cheap shot. And Mortis Pan taking a shot to the leg there by Ming. Ming just gonna toss him and show off that awesome strength. And Ming got him up. Uranagi. Just slamming him down into the mat and attacking his partner, the Barbarian. Both men thinking offense, neither one connecting. Barbarian nailing him up with some strikes. Nice side kick there by Barb. Counter by Mortis. Mortis, of course, the innovator of offense. So Harlem side kick there by Barbarian. And Barbarian trying to take a cheap shot at Wrath, but it backfired on him. And Mortis going to work on the leg of Barbarian. Shot to the back. And a tag in the Wrath. Wrath tagged in, but Ming giving him a guillotine. Big rights. And Barbarian gonna give him some big lefts. In the face of Fear going to work on the big man. Barbarian pulls him back into the kitchen sink. And the face of Fear collectively using great tag team wrestling here. Shot to the gut on Wrath. Making him pay. Atomic drop. Ming pulling him back into a Samoan drop. And Wrath was trying to make the tag, but Ming cut him off. And Ming, multiple headbutts now. Forearms. Jumping shoulder block. And Barbarian coming in. Barbarian to springboard forearm. Running knee. Barbarian prevented Wrath from making a tag, and there we go, Ming biting his hands. Into the corner he goes. Big hammer throw there by Ming. And here we go, double team move now. The face up here in complete control of Wrath. Double back body drop. See you later, Mortis. And Barbarian, big forearm. Neck vice, suplex. Just toss him, Wrath. And here's a cover. Referee in position, 1, 2. And a kick out at 2. And Barbarian, here we go, gonna hammer away. Spear. Barbarian caught him with that running spear. Would that be enough? 1, 2. Oh, not nearly enough. Barbarian thought for sure he had him. He's going for a pin again. 1. Tagging to Ming. Ming is in. Ming went for a shuffle side kick. Got him with that one. Ming. Dog countered. STO by Ming. And Ming now from the top rope. Looking to fly. Nailed Wrath with that flying headbutt. Ming gonna bring Mortis in. There it is, tongue and death grip. Tongue and death grip. And Ming got it. The face up here win. He actually hooked it on Mortis, but hey, I'll take the win either way. Ming right here, double team move by the face of fear. Double back body drop on Wrath off of the ropes. Had his neck goozled, wrapped, locked and voiced, and tossed with that suplex and Barbarian that running spear. Ming with that shuffle sidekick, and then the tongue and death grip to finish off Wrath and Mortis. Alright, after this matchup, Mean Gene interviews the four horsemen. Curt Hennig comes out, and the horsemen want an answer. Arn wants Curt to take his spot, and Curt Hennig joins. 3.5-star match up here. Barbarian and Ming win. The face of fear get the dub. Match number 5, we have Eddie Guerrero taking on the current United States Heavyweight Champion, Steve Mongo McMichael. Mongo is going to get the win. Mongo wins this one with a tombstone pile driver. Alright, Mongo wins. Mean Gene interviews Rey Mysterio Jr. and Konnan interrupts and threatens Rey. But the Giant makes the save. So the Giant comes out and he is looking out for Rey, as Konnan was looking to take a cheap shot on the injured Rey Mysterio. Alright, after that, Eric Bischoff joins the announcer's table. And this match is for the Cruiserweight title. Chris Jericho, the champion, taking on Ridge Holland. He actually took on Yuji Nagata. And Jericho is going to win this one with the Lion Tamer. After the match, Mean Gene interviews Harlem Heat and Jacqueline. The Steiner brothers and Ted DiBiase interrupt. Vicious and Delicious interrupt. And all 3 teams go at it. So a big 3-way of teams that want the titles. Match number 7, we got the TV title match. We got Alex Wright, the current television champion, taking on Dean Malenko. Dean Malenko is going to win this one by DQ when Jeff Jarrett and Eddie Guerrero come out and they attack Dean. So Malenko getting a dub. Then we get the 6 t-shirt commercial. So the NWA rocking a Jackson Gale. Yep, I do remember you. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Jackson Gale. Alright, and then match number 8, Macho Man with Miss Elizabeth taking on Lex Luger. And it's a no contest when Scott Hall and DDP interferes. So we're just going to sim it and see who wins at random, baby. Let's do it. We're kicking it random. And Luger with the win. Alright. Now we're going to head over to ECW, Hardcore TV. We're going to play one on there. And that is going to be that, Jack. Alright, next show, ECFNW. But before we get there, I want to take the time to thank you guys, as always, for joining me here in the Bob Cave. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting on all my social media platforms. If you guys have not done so already, please do so. Down below is where you're going to find me, the B.O.B. baby. I want to thank all you guys for all your community creations, past, present, and future. Then, now, and forever. Then, now, and forever. And together. Alright, let's do it. Here we go. Edit matches. Alright, match number 1. We got Shane Douglas. Gonna make it Extreme Rules. Shane Douglas here, the current ECW Heavyweight Champion Shane Douglas. Alright, Shane is gonna take on Al Snow. I think I got Al Snow. Yep, okay. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I got Al Snow in here. Okay, Al Snow and Shane. Then Taz is defending his television title here. Beat me if you can. Survive if I let you. Alright, Tyler Bate, that works for me. Alright, WWE Championship. Yes, we're gonna do TV title. Alright, and then next up we're gonna do, this one's gonna be Extreme Rules. Tommy Dreamer taking on Rob Van Dam. Alright, look at Rob Van Dam's overall. RVD's been on a tear in this universe mode. You figure he's jumping from Raw to ECW back and forth. This is some good times here for Rob Van Dam, that's for damn sure. And ECW as a whole, I will say that. Alright, here we go. This is ECW from August 26, 1997. This is ECW Hardcore TV. Rick Rude sets up ECW champion Shane Douglas. He makes this match for him. And it was an ECW World Title matchup. I do forgive myself. Forgive me for that. Alright, here we go. ECW title on the line. Shane Douglas is going to get the win here. Then Taz is defending the ECW television title against Pablo Marquez. We got him taking on Tyler Bate here. Taz is going to get the win. Alright, and then the last one we got is going to be Tommy Dreamer taking on Rob Van Dam. We're going to play this one. You guys know how we do it. We play a match on every show we try to. And here we go. RVD, Dreamer, Extreme Rules, main event of ECW Hardcore TV. Here we go. And Dreamer starting off with some shots. Van Dam scooping him up and slamming him down. Big front slam there by Rob Van Dam. And a spinning leg drop. Dreamer sidestepped him. Right hand Bulldog connecting. Spine buster by Dreamer. Big rights and connecting with the even bigger right. Dreamer going right to work. Going for a pile driver. Connecting. And Dreamer going right outside. Getting a Singapore cane. RVD. Irish whipping him. Throwing him over the top rope. Van Dam didn't want none of that. And a counter by Dreamer. Nailing RVD. Nailed him again. Here he goes. He just split him open. Dreamer throws shots with the Singapore cane. Just split up at Van Dam. Van Dam pressing him on the floor. Gonna drop him down. And a standing moonsault there by Rob Van Dam. What athleticism by RVD. Out on that concrete floor. And Van Dam throwing. Dreamer back in the ring. And here we go, Dreamer. Big right. Dreamer pile driver again. Nailed it that time. And now going for a cover. Just a one. Kick to the leg. Running bulldog there by Dreamer. Dreamer nailed him. Shot with the cane. Another one with that kendo stick. Drop kick by Van Dam. Irish whip off the ropes. Counter now by Dreamer. RVD went for that jumping back kick. Dreamer sidestepped and gonna give him a suplex. And Dreamer ready for Van Dam. Van Dam getting a ladder. Dreamer waiting for him. Dreamer throwing the Singapore cane at him. And Dreamer hammering away some big right hands. Run and drop kick by Dreamer. Counter by Van Dam. And Dreamer countering. Elbows to the gut. Run and Bulldog connecting. And another Bulldog. Drop kick by Dreamer. And Dreamer just going to work. Another pile driver. Tommy now headed up top. Dreamer looking to fly. Frog splash, nobody home. RVD was not going to let that happen, not for 1 second. Standing moonsault, not today. Dreamer sidesteps it. He rolls out of the way. Dreamer snap suplex. And Tommy picking up the ladder. Dreamer nailing him with the ladder. And Tommy trying to throw him into the corner. No, RVD falling through the forearm. Big springboard crossbody into a pin. And Tommy kicking out of that. Irish whip now. Counter by Dreamer. Shot to the gut on Van Dam. Once, twice, 3 times. Dreamer lit up with some boots. Those educated feet by Van Dam. And a backbreaker. And RVD getting the kendo stick. The Singapore cane has been shattered. And Dreamer's in trouble. Oh, Rolling Thunder. And Tommy just barely getting out of it. Dreamer getting up before he could hit the 5-star. Dreamer jumping knee drop. And Tommy trying to take control of this situation here. Throwing RVD outside to the floor. Dreamer now getting a chair. Dreamer launching at Van Dam, but Van Dam caught him with that drop kick either way. Clothesline by RVD. Counter by Van Dam. Van Dam with the German suplex on the floor. And throwing the chair at Dreamer. Dreamer paying with that barrage. And oh, Van Dam just taking it to Dreamer. Tiger suplex on the floor. Van Dam countered as Dreamer gives him some elbows on the outside. Dreamer hoisting him up, white noise. Kitchen sink. And here we go, Dreamer with the Spicoli driver on the floor. Yes, on the concrete outside. Spicoli driver. Van Dam on Dream Street after that Spicoli driver. Tommy trying to get him back in the ring. Rolling him over. 1, 2, 3. Dreamer with the win. After that Death Valley driver, the Dreamer driver on the floor. Let's look at his highlights here. RVD connecting with the Rolling Thunder. Dreamer hoisted him up, nailed him. And then that Death Valley driver, the Dreamer driver on that steel chair out on the concrete, put Rob Van Dam out for the 1, the 2, and the 3. Dreamer might have been able to get a 10 count on him after that Death Valley driver. As you can see, RVD just dead on his feet here. Dreamer threw him right back in and got the pin for the 1, 2, and 3. Alright, Tommy Dreamer victorious. Might have been a 3.5. I don't know how many stars it was right off. 4, okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me here in the Bob Cave. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting on all my social media platforms. If you haven't done so already, please do. Down below is where you're going to find me, the B.O.B. baby. Thank you to all you community creators, past, present, and future. Then, now, and forever. Together, we can do this. Thank you guys so much. Jackson, thank you for commenting as always. And until we meet again, my friends, stay tuned for the next season. Season 3 will be kicking off. We'll be in the next season of the Monday Night Wars. Wow, who would have thought? But Season 3, Episode 1 is coming your way next. And until we meet again, my friends, this is the Bob. Sign out. Thank you so much for watching.